Hi guys, this is the reading for the Cancer male in a coupled relationship. Hey guys, I wanted to take a minute here just to kind of acknowledge what I've done for this winter season. I managed to change up a few things. I vamped the logo a little bit. I actually got Aaron at Active Dynamics here. He has managed to make my intro for me, so I'm very thankful for that. He did a great job. I couldn't have done it. So thanks, Aaron, for that. I appreciate it immensely. And also to Ikson for my theme music. It's beautiful, upbeat, happy tunes. I can't get enough. I am now going to his page because it's just that great. It's all good gravy stuff. So I couldn't have revamped my winter season without these dudes around me. So I'm lucky enough to have them in my corner. So thanks guys. Ikson, great work. Aaron, thanks again, great work. So take care guys, enjoy your season. And Ikson, if you ever want a reading, just hit me up, man. Just email me. I will kick in and we'll set something up. In the meantime, take care, have fun you guys, and enjoy the readings. So I have 3 cards to go over the general energies. This is in love romance for the winter of 2018 into 2019. So I am hoping to expand your horizons here, at least illuminate things that you may be challenged by in your relationship or whatnot, help you move forward. So I will go over the general energies and then we'll get into the 5 layers here on tarot cards. I slowly dip into the sex and love side of things. See if we can't unroot something that might be blocked. Okay, for the first general energy that we get for the Cancer male in a coupled relationship, the first card we get is inquiry. So there's something here that has piqued the Cancer male's interest that he needs to dive, and I feel it's directly related into the relationship that he has with his partner. He is inquiring and needing answers to something, and that is what he is after. To the left, we have chaos. So this inquiry and this poking around is creating some chaos. But I feel like, you know what, the chaos is going to run in a different direction. I feel like he's kind of like Teflon Don when it comes to chaos. Like, that's okay. You have your chaos. I'm going to get my answers. There's some kind of chaos he's setting off. He knows he's doing it nonetheless, but he's holding firm to that. Okay, and on the right side we have skills. So that is that temperament of being, that's okay, being in control here. I'm going to figure it out and it's going to get done and we're going to get past this type thing. So the inquiry here is really digging deeper into the relationship to find out some answers that he's been questioning. There's some questions he's got, he needs answers and they haven't been answered, and now he's going to demand that they do so, and it's creating some chaos, but nonetheless he is patient and he's going to wait until he gets them. Okay, so that's pretty stern energy coming from the Cancer male here. So there's definitely something he's after in that direction. Now I'm going to go over the general energies through the tarot. Those were oracle cards, so now we're going to dip into the tarot and slowly sift down into the love and romance and open up any areas. I go horizontally, then I go vertically. So I kind of review them, and it's amazing what kind of pops out when we do that. So the first card I get is the 5 of Wands, and that is that fiery energy. Now that is out of this man's element. He is a water sign, but he is fired up, no less. He is going in a direction. Look at these 2 cards here. I'm going to show you how yellow that is, how golden. So I feel like this is the golden boy. Nothing can touch him. If there's chaos around him, it's just not going to sink in. because there's fire energy here he's coming from. He's starting to burst into, and he can create chaos of his own if he doesn't get the answers. That's what I'm getting. So there's something he's fired up about. He intends full well to get the answer, has confidence he will, and is going to be patient until he does. Okay, so the Five of Wands, that's that energy that's coming from this Cancer male. Very powerful. Okay, so the next card we get is 8, Strength. So that, I mean, what more can you say here? He's got the Leo mentality or temperament, or there's an essence of a lion here that is really under control. We're not raging like a lion. We are powerful and royal and regal like a lion, and we're going to get to the bottom of things. So there's something here, man, he's just digging for. The next card in that first line is the Four Cups. I feel like this might be spurring or getting underneath what's going on here, because the Four Cups is sometimes about boredom and discontent. Okay, so there's a sense of him coming from that to a lower, to a degree that this is what has created the inquiry forward. There's boredom and discontent here, and I need to find out what's going on. It's almost like he's trying to unleash something within the partner. Okay, now the next card we get is the Queen of Pentacles. So that may be your partner, an earth sign, or with those qualities. So we're talking Taurus, Capricorn. Let's see. Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Okay, these are earth signs. Now, if it's not an earth sign, it will carry the traits of the earth signs, which are grounded. People who really, your partner may carry, also you may carry some of these, but I feel like it's more the partner. Yeah, so we're talking about the partner, and the partner, interestingly enough, has turned away from the power of this man. Okay, so she's feeling the power and has turned her back. Now, I don't mean that she's turning away from the relationship. I feel like she's turning away from dealing with the partner directly. Okay, and the man is going, that's okay, you turn your back, but you're going to have to deal with me eventually. And the Queen of Pentacles is really the epitome of, that's the woman everybody wants in their home, because she can run a household, she can go to work and run a business, and she can do it all successfully. And she can come home and run, you know, the family, the whole shebang. She has everything figured out. So this may be the energy that you're dealing with in that way. Now, as we move to the second line here with the Dreamer's Tarot, the first card I get, I'm trying to go ahead of myself here too much. The first card I get in the second line with the Dreamer's Tarot under the Five of Wands is the Five of Cups. So the Five of Wands really in that deck symbolizes potential for energy to get to fireworks to get started. We just haven't lit it yet, right? The potential is there and we're just getting started. There's a lot of energy here that wants to come forth. There's no opportunity for it, okay? And I feel like it's coming from the partner. I feel like this man has a lot of drive to get answers, but the partner is refusing to deal, so therefore it doesn't give us the opportunity to blow out all our candles, right? We're going in that direction. We want to figure it out, but there's no opportunity coming forth from the partner. Feel that strongly. So the Five of Cups here is about disappointment, heartache, and really focusing on the negative in the relationship at this point. Feel like there's discontentment coming from the partner, but there's disappointment on a deeper level here as time passes and we're not dealing with the issues, okay? Feel like this is a communication problem between him and his partner, and I feel like he's being even more disappointed. The Four of Cups really symbolizes boredom and discontent. Okay, so that's a lighter form. As we move forward here and we see the partner is unwilling to communicate or bend or wave or even compromise, then we start dipping into the Five of Cups, which is a deeper emotional issue and deeper sadness and a deeper sorrow and a deeper grief that we're feeling. Because the Four of Cups is really just discontentment. So we're just on the surface of swirling down into a sadder state. And then we get the Five of Cups is right in it. We're in sadness, we're in grief, we're in sorrow and depression. So that is where we're headed. Now the next cup after that, or sorry, the next card under the Strength card is the Four of Cups. So yeah. So we basically have a mirroring. They're going, this is the partner, this is his energy, Four Cups, that's her energy, Four Cups. They're both discontent here. Okay, and the Five of Cups is in between them, pulling them down darker and sadder and worse off, because we're not dealing, we're just avoiding. I feel like the Cancer male here wants to deal, but he's waiting for the mate to make the decision to confront. He's not going to bully her. He's going to wait till she makes the decision, but the longer the time passes, the more he is seeing, you know, this is not good. This is the action, and this is not happening. There's no action. So therefore, it is really spurring him in different directions here in thought process, right? So sadness, sorrow, all of that. Getting deeper down into bad feelings about how this relationship is going. Now, on top of the Four Cups in the first row, we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is about intuition, secrets of the universe, the power of the universe to work through these two individuals to kind of let them know intuitively what's going on without directly confronting. I do not feel like this is the Cancer male's intent. I feel like the Cancer male is coming forward to his partner, and you are going to directly talk to me, and I'm going to directly talk to you, and we're going to solve this. But the partner's having none of that. So I don't know if this is a power struggle here. We got the Queen of Pentacles. Usually she's on the sensible side, okay? So I'm going to go with that. But now we have, on top of the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Emperor. That's an Aries type energy. So we can be dealing with the Aries energy. And it's interesting because as it sits on the table here, we have the High Priestess looking to the sadness and the disappointment, and then we have the Emperor looking at the High Priestess looking at the sadness and disappointment. So we're very much aware on all levels things are not right here. So we're not avoiding because we flippantly are busy in another direction. We're very, very focused on the fact that there's discontent here, disappointment here. We realize this intuitively. We see it in our relationship outwardly. We're dealing with each other in that way, in sadness, sorrow, and despair. There's a lot of negativity to draw from here, and no one is given up that right to do so. Yeah. So in the next line, I put in the Lenormand cards to break up the monotony between what is going on the surface and what goes on in the intimate areas. So this is kind of the crackling ground to separate the two, okay? Now, so the first card they get for Lenormand is 31. That's the Sun. That's on the Five of Cups. Now, this bodes well for future predictions, okay? So it kind of shines a light on everything else and makes it not so bad, okay? So there's a sense here of maybe there's two stubborn people here, or maybe not stubborn. I feel like the Cancer male is actually being a little more patient. I feel like his partner is somewhat in denial or wanting to sidestep the situation to a degree, but yet knowing instinctively they know exactly what's going on. But they're trying to sidestep it, but the Cancer, I mean, he's on top of that. He knows what's going on here. He's been through this trial a few times, so he knows exactly. And he's not going to let things slide anymore. I think the bottom line is here, he needs some answers he's not getting. And he's going to be patient and wait it out. And the longer he waits, the higher the consequences are going to be for the partner. I feel like the more the partner's going to have to answer to, right? So that's really what's coming down here. And so far, there's a heavy sense of disappointment from the Cancer male to the partner. And it seems like it's being matched on the other end. There is not anything that this Cancer male feels that the other partner does not, and vice versa. It's just heavily guarded, but not wanting. I feel like the head of the household here is the Queen of Pentacles, and she is not given in. But he's seen this before, so he's not also given it. So sense of stubbornness here throughout. But I feel like the Cancer male is really trying to get to the root here. And I feel like the partner is trying to run away because they realize there is something here that needs to be dealt with. They're not wanting to do that out of fear of what they have to deal with. Okay, so as we move past that, so the 31 is the Sun, and it's really about victory and things that can make things better. Okay, I'm going to go with that because the next card we have on the Four of Cups, which is the sadness and the discontent from her end, or the partner's end anyway. We have the 12, which is the Songbirds, and the Songbirds are usually about gossipy type things. So we may have a situation where we're gossiping about a partner, or gossiping to other people about our partner, and it's making things worse. Now we have the Sun beside it, so it's not as harsh as gossip and stabbing in the back, malicious type intent, but it's still there nonetheless. So on top of the High Priestess, which is that intuition and all the secretive things that can come out, we have 12, which is the Owls, which is interesting. I've never had these two birds before. So there's a lot of communicating going on, but there could be a lot of miscommunications, meaning we're communicating a lot, but we're not getting each other's point. Now, there's a lot of wisdom flying, and there's a lot of gossip flying. And I feel like this is either side of the really. I feel like the male here is trying to come from wisdom and productivity, and I feel like the partner is trying to come from a gossipy kind of stab you back kind of a feel. Or maybe not stab you back, because that man has not set forth in his power yet. He is waiting on word from the partner knowing full well he's doing this and resisting. Now, what is happening is I feel the partner of the Cancer male is really sitting here going, that's okay, you can spit and sputter and spout off about all that you think that you know, but I am trying to work here to make things better. I feel like one partner is trying to take jabs at the Cancer male, and the Cancer male is trying to make sense of things, and this is the miscommunication, right? Because one person is doing it in direct, it's like attack. I'm attacking you because I feel threatened in some way that's not been talked about either. And then he's just coming from a sense of wisdom, and he's been through this pattern enough with this partner that he knows that there's more to this than just sitting here and arguing. And we're going to get to the bottom of it. And when you come off your mode of turning your back on me, you have nobody to face but me, and we're going to deal with it. So there's very much a strength in the Cancer male here to wait it out. And he has the power right from the start. Not only in the energy and capacity of what he needs to take forward to his partner, but in the internal patience and grace that it takes to do that. So on top of the Emperor, we get 41, the Well, which is about being, man, this is coming in all areas here. 41 is the Well. What do? We drop the bucket in the bottom of the muck, and we pull up what we can pull up. So there's a sense here, and this is under the partners line. There's a sense here of getting to the end of the, scraping the bottom of the barrel, literally. I'm at the end of my rope here, and there's nowhere to go but up, so I might as well face the music. And that, I feel there's something here that the Cancer male knows that the partner knows, the Cancer male knows, but is avoiding the issue. But, you know, the partner's not thinking far enough down the line. It's like, you're going to have to deal with me one day or another. So I'm going to wait it out, and that's all I got with time. And this is kind of a battle of wills at this point, okay, in this relationship, very much so. We have one person that is very, one person is a songbird. They're picking at every little thing that doesn't really matter. And I feel like the Cancer male is really trying to pinpoint what it is that's wise here to take forward. What are we going to do productively? How are we going to deal with this productively? Never mind the nitpicking and the nattering. What are we going to do to make this better? So there's a sense here again from the partner that they're at the bottom of their rung here, and they got to dig deeper to find their own truths. Like, I feel like not only are they kind of at the end of their rope, but they are at the end of their time limit that they can procrastinate here, because it's going to come down to something. Now, the sun is shining here, so I feel like this could be overcome, not overlooked, but overcome to a degree where we can solve things. But the longer that it takes for this partner to come around, the worse it's making it, okay? So as we move into the romance side, we'll see what's going on here. On the 31, on the sun, we have the romantic tarot card, which is kind of the dud I put in there because it's to symbolize when the universe is saying, you know what, we can't give you all our cards in one direction. And it seems like there's a direction here of fiery energy and disappointment. The sun is shining here, but there are still some unknowns. There are things here that we cannot reveal to you because, one, you may self-sabotage or sabotage, period, or try to reroute or misdirect or manipulate. The situation will be manipulated to a degree. There's nothing left there of the natural process. So we need to leave some information out, and that is highly aspected, and that is also part of the process that can save things here. Now we have under the 12, the songbirds, we get the 8 of Cups. And the 8 of Cups is about going out and socializing and being with like-minded friends and having, you know, maybe more intimate gatherings. Not, I don't mean any weirdness, but more like groups of 2 or 3 where we're gathering and we're just getting together and having good chats and whatever. And that's also, I mean, that's the gossip card is in there. So that's showing that we're going outward in little groups and we're kind of spouting off. But again, the sun is there, so we kind of know, I feel like the partner knows they got to watch their step here. So they're not being destructive, but it's just little annoyances that are really kind of getting old and stale. And old and stale. So on the, and I feel like, again, kind of a splitting here. So on the owls, which is the more wise, productive talk, constructive talk that I feel like the Cancer male is coming from, he just wants to get things moving here. He wants to get through the obstacles here, and there's no willingness to do that on the partner's end. So he is going to, for the relationship, stand up for this. Though the partner is saying it's not for the, this is an attack against me, and it's not. And the Cancer male is coming forth in an energy is, I'm standing my ground in my power to save us, and you are resisting this, and that is looking bad to him, and he's seeing it now, and it's not making sense. So the longer she sits in this, the more he is thinking that she is not wanting this, right? So this is the production. He's trying to make something productive come of this, so it's not a waste, a throwaway, okay? So under the owls, we get the 5 of Cups, and that's the quarreling, the squabbling, the arguments, the fights, the yelling, the screaming, the matches, these kinds of things. So the outright defiance. That, and I feel like this man is really seasoned. This partner, he's he's come across here, he is seasoned. He knows every step she's going to make before she makes it. And she feels like she's one-upping, but he's really kind of 4 steps ahead of her. And she's just not seeing that. But this is the process here. But nonetheless, like, it's getting tiring. And it's getting tired. So the next card under the 41, which is the well, the need to dig deeper. And really, there's a sense here that we really have to understand that we're at the bottom rung here. There is nowhere to go but up here. We are, the sun is still shining in the background. So that's an essence that there's things that can be salvaged here we can overcome. But I feel like there's a time issue here. If as time goes on, that is going to disintegrate. The sun will set on the good side, the productive side, winning out here. And on 41, we have the King of Swords. And I feel like that is the partner's energy. Because the King of Swords is that person that's been through battle. They've broken the tip of their sword off from fighting so relentlessly against people, to the degree that we have no emotion left. We are fighting to win the war, not from heart or even really from logic anymore. We are just fighting to get the upper hand, and that's why this man's here. So when we're coming from the bottom of the barrel, I feel like this person is really feeling like they are attacked, like they are cornered, like snarling, you know, in the corner, and they have nowhere to go but to fight their way out. But the interesting thing is that the Cancer male is not fighting. He is sternly in his energy, in patience and heightened awareness, that I'm going to wait until she gives me a signal and I'm going to move in, and we are going to deal with this calmly, coolly, and collectively. And we are going to compromise, or there's a sense here that there's an understanding that there's a need to compromise, and there's a not a want to do it on the other end. So that's the thing. There's a need to compromise, and that's the bottom line. The partner doesn't want to do it. The Cancer male is saying, yes, it has to be done. So how are we going to broach this? So as we move in, because it's pretty stiff energies all the way down here. So as we move into the sex side of things, under the romantic, the kind of the hidden realm here, under the sun no less, is the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is not good, because the Three of Swords hints at a triangle situation. So somebody out of the loop here. Okay. So the next card I get on the Eight of Cups is the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is about taking charge, overly so, in the bedroom. So somebody here, and it's interesting because I'm not getting it from the Cancer male. I feel like this Cancer male is really on hold on all levels. So something's going on here. And I feel like that King of Pentacles energy can be overbearing and overpowering and overpowering. Okay, I'll leave it at that. And we've got that on top of the Eight of Cups, which is a symbol of going out and being amongst friends and, you know, gossiping amongst them, no less. So there might be a situation here that came down the line where, yeah, because that is not his element. That is more strong and sturdy than the Cancer male is noted to be naturally. But this male, I also get a strong sense, is very seasoned with this partner. Now, there may have been a situation come down the line where he has needed a lot of strength to deal with some chatter that has come back to him in a bad way, to a degree where it's like, you're going to face me and you're going to tell me why you said this. and what you said and what you meant and what you wanted to accomplish by saying this. It's like that's what he's waiting on. There's a situation here where it was gossip that got back to him directly, and he tied it back to the partner, is what I'm getting. Now, I don't know where this Three of Swords kind of feels like out in left field. I'm going to leave that sit and go back. Now, as we get on to the Five of Cups, which is the squabbling, more on, you know, I mean, it's both of them. That's both their energies. We have the Two of Pentacles. This is all over the place. So the King of Pentacles is about kind of feeling like you're on defensive, offensive. We're trying to get through here and overpower something, okay? We're not talking about general sex here. This is overall energies. They're backing me up. We're like, no, the intimacy is kind of really mixed up here. We don't have a clear view, okay? So we got the Five of Cups, squabbling, and the arguing. And on top of that, we got the Two of Pentacles, which is surprise. I'm home. Let's go into the back and take care of things. And it's like, what? This doesn't match. Doesn't match. So what's going on? It's back and forth energy, okay? So if we're talking about a third party situation here, it would make sense there's somebody else, but there's no connecting dots here. Not connecting the dots, there's something off. So the last card I get on the King of Swords is 3, the Empress. And the Empress is and can be an energy of a mistress. It can also be a partner we are highly attracted to that is very much the epitome of what we want in a partner. Now, if we're arguing, squabbling, there's a lot of tension and what is going on here? I need a minute. Okay, straighten me out here because I was lost. I can't make sense of the up and down. Now, what they're telling me, I said 3 swords, what's going on here? And they're going, not only is there gossip about people cheating, but that is the whole explosion here is coming from the root that there is someone else in this relationship, okay? Now, as we move into, and that's on top of the Hidden Secrets card, I'm not saying anything. Now, next we have the Songbirds, and they're talking about gossip. Gossip with who? The Eight of Cups. Well, the Eight of Cups is about friends in small groupings. We're having fun and gossiping and telling things. And I got a sense here that there was some kind of a communication that was given through a channel of friends that got back to the Cancer male, and this blew his lid off everything. He lost his top, to say the least, lost his shit, and that's the King of Pentacles. He come forward and he did maybe corner her and say, okay, this is it. This is, we got to deal with this, blah, blah, blah. So there was a sense of losing their cool to a degree where we're making the partner shudder. Okay, now the next row here we get the wisdom, the talking. We've got to make wise decisions here. We got to communicate on a wise level. I don't want no immature talk or yapping about gossip. I want to deal with concrete facts and things that are going on. And I feel like this man is waiting on an answer from this woman. She just will not give, because if she gives the answer, she feels like she's going to lose. And it is a win-lose battle with these two. So the 12, the owls, is that wisdom that he wants to bring forth and impart. Why? For the relationship. Why? To carry it forward. Why? To save it. Okay? And then the 5 of Cups is the struggle and strife that happens when we get the gossipy kind of things that are going on. And nonetheless, we're not explaining, my partner is not explaining to me why they said those things that they said. 2 of Pentacles. They're going, we have instances here where this Cancer male is coming through trying to inspire the partner to lighten up, to be more intimate, one, but to also inspire them to drop their guard, or I shouldn't even say it like that, guard, but to drop the cloak here and just be naked and let's deal with this. And I don't mean sexually, I mean naked in a way of being vulnerable. You tell me why and make it make sense to me so I can continue here and we can drop this. Because it's like that, you know, tension in the air that you can't get rid of. And he just wants to seal this and let it go. Let's get past this, move past. And there's just no fight. There's no, yeah, there's no, I don't know, there's no injection from the partner. So the Two of Pentacles is the Cancer male coming in there, trying to revive things on an intimate level or even a romantic level. Let's try this, that, though. So there's little jabs here and there trying to start this back up again. Now, as we end here, we have the partner is digging from the bottom of the well. They're feeling a threatening of that, no less. And then the King of Swords is about the mode that it creates. When you're backed against the wall, you're cornered, you have nowhere to go. What are you going to do? You're going to come out swinging. And that's what this partner is feeling against the Cancer male. But the Cancer male, I feel there was sense here of time and distance between episode number 1 and episode number 2. Okay, we had a few blowouts here and a few situations that have created the problems that are here. Okay, it's heavy, and it's not just one solution and we're done. It's a few episodes, and I feel like there was one episode that shut this partner off, and they are now, I'd say that my back's against the wall and you ain't getting nothing from me. I'm done. Meaning I'm still in the relationship, but I'm done communicating with you. I'm going to stand my ground and I will not give in. The Cancer male is saying the same thing. So we have a stalemate here of two people who are standing steadfast in their opinion, not willing to give. So we go from the King of Swords to the Empress. Now that is a big leap to make for anyone. Okay, never mind being in a good state of mind while you do it. So what they stated to me is this is very much a roller coaster ride, if not a death drop. Okay, we have severe ups and downs in this relationship that are not quite sane. And this is what this man is trying to get to the bottom of. And if he does not do so, there will be changes made. And that is that. Now, this is the situation. So this Three of Swords, this instance here, is accusation, gossip, and the sun is shining on it, meaning there may be a situation here where we got a jealous partner that we don't have all the facts here. And we're going off. And I feel it's absolutely a miscommunication. The partner may be feeling that the Cancer male is cheating, but has never said so and never will bring up that topic because on a certain level they know they're wrong. But they're creating chaos and havoc because they figure, they're kind of offset. They're not in their right mind most of the time, and they're really feeling like a stray dog that's about to be attacked or an abused dog that's been cornered, right? That's what I'm getting a sense of here, is they know that it's coming down to the wire where they have nowhere to go. They're at the bottom of the barrel here, and they've got to make a change or changes will be made. And I feel like this Cancer male, and they're going, yes, this is correct. He is coming in before the universe comes in and brings a tower down upon this relationship because he feels the need to save it. But I feel there's no essence there to match that. I feel on the other side, the partner There's no passion to want to inspire a connection. But that is why this man is fighting, because he wants. So it will be interesting how this plays out, because this is not an energy match. Though this man is highly invested in that, and their sun is shining here on both sides. It's illuminating both sides, saying we've got not only, you know, we got the sunset, but we got the sun rising, and we got a circular here. We got opportunities forward to make this right. Is that going to happen? So over the winter, very stressful, absolutely, for this couple. Don't want to be living in the house there. It's just tension with a knife, right? So that is horizontally. I'm going to go vertically and kind of see what I can pick out here, and then we'll overview it and put it to bed. Now, Cancer male. Okay. Start out with the Five of Wands, and that's that active energy this man is just fueled up to here with that energy ready to come forth. He is 5 steps ahead, waiting for his sign to move forward. He's waiting on his partner to give him the sign to come in, and that is that potential energy to bring it on, right? And then the next card is the Five of Cups. The longer he waits and the more he sees how this is being handled, there is a sense of depression coming upon him as he's realizing there's not a lot here left. We've got 3 cups that are spilt and only 2 left, and time's ticking. So what's going to happen? Now we get the 31, and they're going. The universe is going, you know, the sun is here, and we can make use of it, but we got to come out into it and feel that warmth in order to do that. So how are we going to do that? And I feel, man, I feel this Cancer male, he is just fighting with everything he has. Every bit of power and energy and focus is really coming right at his partner. There is nothing else getting in the way. And this is the highest priority because it means the most to him. 31, the sun on that is the Romantic Tarot. And that's that card that they give because there are secrets here that cannot be revealed because we need to be very impromptu and organic with our decisions, meaning we have to make those decisions as they come. We cannot know ahead of time because we will self-sabotage, or worse yet, sabotage our partner's decisions. And we can't have that, or manipulate them to some degree. They're going to a high degrees. This is what would be done. So we cannot give that information, and we will not. And then the end card there is the Three of Swords, and that usually can signify someone off in the distance here. But they're going, no, this is the threat that is being played by the partner onto the Cancer male, and it is getting old and stale, and we've had enough. And we want to get to the root. What's underneath here? Because this is not fact we're dealing from. And there may even be gossip made up in order to justify that exact line of thought. You know, yeah, no, he's cheating, or creating that. Feeling like the partner is actually creating that gossip in order for it to get back around. Maybe that's what happened. Because I got a sense here that some kind of rumor got back to him, and then he confronted the partner, and now it's like, yeah, what, I'm cheating? And they found out that it was the partner that said that. So how does this go? And being very offended by that on a deeper level, right? So there's a lot of stuff here that really doesn't make sense. It's not making sense. There's just a win-lose. I feel like the Cancer male, what he's doing different is he's coming from his heart, and his partner is not. Has completely removed the heart center. There's no more. We are coming from not logic either. We are coming from chaos. This is what we create. This is what we are pushing forward, and this is where we are standing. And the next row starts with the strength, and that is the strength of this partner, well, of the Cancer male, to move forward in his strength and patience to wait this out, right? I'm going to wait this out until this makes sense. And I will not accept garbage and hooey and gossip and things that are not the truth. I am going to sit here and twiddle my thumbs until you tell me the truth. Kind of like a father looking at a child going, we're going to sit here and you're not going to have dinner and you're not going to have TV and you're not going to have until you say. And the kid being stubborn and not. They're going, no, I'm not going to say nothing. Sorry. And so they're good. Now this is the stalemate. We're both facing each other going out. Neither one's going to give. But I feel the real strength here. Why? Because he's coming from his heart, and the heart has a lot more energy to come from than anywhere that we are taking our heart out of and taking our mind out of. What do we have left? There's a lot less levels here. This man is working from all levels, all power sources are on. So he is really in a power position. So the strength, that's what's guiding him. What's going on? 4 Cups. He's getting frustrated and angered as well. Now, that's not what the 4 Cups hold. The 4 Cups holds that discontent and disappointment, no less. Disappointed that we're not acting like an adult here. You're not a child. I have to treat you like a child, and we have to wait this out like a child. That's fine. I'll do it. But I'm disappointed that you can't be an adult and be more mature about this. 12 on top of the 4 Cups is the gossip going outward from the partner because they are not communicating fully and completely. I feel like if there is moments or gaps in the thing, which is I'm getting through the sex side, they're showing me that there's gaps here where we go back, but is really not logical in any way. It is truly patterned relationship that we need to loop ourselves out of. So the 12, the songbirds, right? Those are the ones go out and again, the sun shining on it. So it's not as malicious, but there was something that come back around and stung this partner. Okay. And we're talking about the partner of the male Cancer. And it came through social circles that they network and they just kind of stuff was said to not passively. I think it was strategically so, but the reaction was not the one that the partner wanted. Now, King of Pentacles is that Cancer male getting a hold of that and confronting head on, because I feel like the partner really didn't feel that this would have to come to a point where they'd have to explain themselves. They just let it float over. They just ignore it. It's just gossip. But it really came down, no, we're going to answer this. We're going to answer to this. And we're going to make sense of this. Because it don't make sense to me and you got to make sense. So the third row, we have the 4 Cup, and that's the discontentment from the partner's side. The Cancer's partner is discontented as well, just as much. So we're mirroring the whole sadness story. Okay, but again, the male's coming from the power point, and the 4 Cups on top of the High Priestess on top of the 4 Cups, really symbolizing here an ability to use our instinct. We need to use our instinct to get through here, but there's a sense of judgment of that instinct. Like I feel like one of the partners here, I feel like it's more, I feel the Cancer male is very more steadfast. He's not panicked. He knows, again, he's seeing a clear path here. He's got this figured out. It's an open book to him. I feel like it's the partner on the other side. They're really scrambling, one, to figure out instinct. They doubt their instinct. They may not even know what it is. Okay, so they're not coming forward in it because they're really in fear. They're holding back everything. So not only will they not come forward in with their intuition and things that are being guided to help them, but they won't come forward in logic either. At this point, they're really not making any sense. So the High Priestess on top of that is the 12, and that's the owl. He's trying. He is taking over his instinct. He's taking over his wisdom. All that he's learned in all of this relationship, he is bringing forth to bear on this time and date. Okay. And then we have the 5 of Cups. What does that do? It creates anger and resentment and fighting and squabbling and quarreling. And that is what is going through the process right now. The 2 of Pentacles is that sneaky card here that just, I mean, it doesn't fit, but they're going, This is the attempt by the partner, by the Cancer male, to get this partner back on board. Every once in a while, they get together, try and inspire. And even though there's a spark there, it doesn't catch the flame. The last line, Queen of Pentacles, that's the energy of the partner. And the funny thing is here, well, it's not so funny for those who are in it, is that the Queen of Pentacles is looking in that direction, and so is the partner. The partner with the Strength card is looking after the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is leading out of the relationship. Okay, so they're pointing away from all of these issues. Everything, the energetic pattern here, they're turning away from it. Don't want to deal with it, don't want to see it, don't want to, nothing. But that male is standing behind all of his energy and all of his facts, and he is following. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles, under that we get the Emperor, and that's an Aries fiery type energy looking straight at the intuition. So we are looking at the intuition in high judgment. We are aware that it's there. We do not trust it, so therefore we cannot go forward in it, right? And that's kind of the deadlock that the Cancer male's partner is under. They don't trust their intuition, not quite sure what it is in all areas, therefore I just can't go there. If I don't know that it's going to be a solid, what do you call that, case closed situation, I will not go. Unless I know I'm going to win, I will not go, and I just won't budge. So that's the point that the partner's at. So very fiery energy. It could be an Aries at that. Now, 41 is the wishing well. Now, the wishing well is, you know, about, there's a glimmer of hope here, because when you reach rock bottom, there is nowhere to go but up. And that is the point here. This has come to rock bottom. And there is a denial on the part of the partner that is feeling this to the highest degree, which is the Cancer's partner. Now, whether they decide to bring up some water in that well, the little drips that are left, and start cranking and moving upwards, or are they going to let the sun set and darkness fall, and then, you know, there's limited amount of things we can do because time's ticking. And then we move into, so this is, it's really stating here, we're moving into a state here where we're just getting more cantankerous, more shut off, more illogical, and more chaotic. And that is where we're headed. We're not calming in any way, which is what the Cancer male's looking for, the calm wave, so he can come in and speak some sense here. No, we haven't got it, we're not going to get it, and it's not coming around. And then we end up with the Empress, which is that tempting, I got everything, you look at me, and abundant energy, right, that every man is looking for. So it kind of leaves it in a mystery. There's an abundant energy that bursts forth here. Now, does it come from this partner? I do not feel any outside contacts in this whatsoever. There are no people here that aren't supposed to be here. There are accusations and untruths flying left and right, but there are no factual problems here within the relationship. Only one's reluctance to not deal. So that may create a bust in itself in the pattern. The feel I get down the road is if this is not dealt with, it will be dealt with. And again, I feel like, and the universe said, he got in there just before we did. And we're going to give him a chance because he deserves it. And if he makes this work, then it'll be a huge victory. But if he doesn't, it will be the opposite. So that's really harsh situation for a coupled relationship Cancer. It's scary. Like, this is make or break, but it's really a standoff, and it's a battle of wills. We're not using logic, you know. One side is using their heart, but the other side's completely tuned out on a lot of levels. We're not making sense. So, man, it is, I wish you the best, because this is a tough situation, and somewhere somebody's going to get hurt. And how it goes down, I do not know. I do not feel it is really too much to be, you know, too much to be announced, right? Too many decisions here, and it could fly off in any direction. That's a sense as I get more into the intimate side. It's like they dabble in that makeup sex type thing, and then they jump out of it, and it's like, no, I'm still on my ground here. So it's a lot of it is very not even immature, just irrational behavior. And he's putting his foot down and saying that's enough. This has to be explained, and we have to make a plan forward in a rational manner. And that's really, I think, the key or the root ball for this Cancer male is like, I cannot go any further in this chaotic mess and craziness. It has to get sorted out. We have to make sense of this. And that's the line we're coming on. But sorry, I probably am repeating myself, but I'm just feeling highly driven to send this out. Now, quick overview, inquiry. This man is going to get to the bottom. He's going to get the answers, and he's got the power to stick it out. So this is interesting because it is very powerful. I feel like two bulls locking horns. That's what I feel like. And neither one is going to back down. So I don't know what's going to happen. You know, I really do see a perpetual stalemate here. But I also see that I don't feel that the Cancer male is going to lose strength or power, but he is going to lose heart in the relationship, and that's going to cost. Okay. So on the left we have the chaos, and that is the, you know, the nonsense that we cannot make sense of. You know, we cannot compromise. We cannot. This is not working. That's what's going on. And to the right there's skill, and that's, you know, this is really the partners right here. One has skill to deal with this, and the other one creates the chaos. And that is the cycle and the loop that they are coming from. Chaos and skill. So the man is trying to use his skill to deaden the chaos so that we can move forward as a loving couple. And there's resistance on the other end, and he's starting to look at that differently. So over the Christmas holidays, man, take it easy. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Take care. I know it ain't going to be fun over this time for this Cancer male. He's going through. This is the fight of his life. Really. This is the fight for the relationship. And from here, I've told you all I feel. I don't know where it will go. So it is basically up to the partners to cooperate. And if there's no cooperation, it will not be up to the Cancer male anymore. Things will be taken down. So that they're going is a guarantee. But this man jumped in the nick of time, and we will let him. There's a lot of respect there for this man doing the right thing in all areas, and this is the last hurrah. So I don't know. I don't even want to say what's coming through my mind here, but it's really, you know, we're at the bottom of the barrel here. So we got to realize, are we going to fill this puppy, or are we going to give up and dig a hole somewhere else, right? So that is the reading for the Cancer male in a couple's relationship. Man, these are heavy stuff that I'm picking up on. So he don't need no no emphasizing. He's got everything lined up. He just has to wait it out. So good luck to you. The male side, take care.